Hey guys, I thought I would do a really quick video today. I'm going to share with you the difference between a couple of two different double decreases for the mitered squares because I actually had a viewer reach out to me on Instagram. I do have an Instagram account if you guys would like to follow me there too, and it is also Bayareaknitter, same as here. But yeah, she reached out to me through a DM and she said that she had watched my mitered square tutorial and she was curious about the decrease in the center where the spine is because I guess she has a different mitered square pattern, and her double decreases were a little bit different than what I shared in the video. So I told her I would make a video and I would share and actually show you guys the difference between the two different types of decreases that there are. There's even other types of decreases, but we're not going to go into those today. I'm just going to share the two that she was asking about. And without further ado, I think I'm going to turn the camera around and maybe set you up over here at my little desk and show you guys how to do the two different decreases. All right, so here is the blanket that I did, and this is the one I used on my tutorial. If you guys have missed that tutorial, I'll link it down below in the description. It's a 4-part series showing you how to get the mitered squares cast on and started, how to join them together, and I even shared how to make this crocheted border. I added that on as a bonus, like at the end. I added it on as a 4th part bonus. But anyway, I'm picking some little dog hairs off of it. I've noticed it's getting. But last night I went ahead and made a little mitered square in the style that the lady asked me about in the comment. So in her comment, she said that the pattern she has said in the center spine to do knit 2 together and then slip, slip, knit. So you've got 2 decreases, and you can see how the center spine is wider. It's like 2 stitches, if you can see that. Each stitch is where these little V's are. So you've got a wider center spine if you do the decreases as called for in the pattern that she has. So this pattern, this is a different pattern that I did the tutorial on, and it's just it's a thinner spine because you're decreasing 2 stitches at the same time, whereas on the one that she did, you're doing 2 separate decreases, making it look like 2 stitches that are decreased, which it is. This also has 2 stitches that are decreased, but they're decreased together. And the way I did these was I slipped 2 stitches knitwise, or 2 stitches as if to knit, and then I knit the next stitch, and then I slip those past slip stitches over that knit stitch. And I'm going to just go ahead and show you guys how you can do those 2 different decreases because, you know, here, this is a good way to compare them here. You see this one just has a single thin line for its spine, and the one that she was doing, or that her pattern called for, had a wider spine. So yeah, you can see it really well here in the white. A single spine. So I'm going to show you guys those 2 different decreases really quick, and that way you'll have a couple of decreases you can go to when you need to. And let me get that set up and I'll be right back. All right, I'm going to just keep this really simple today and hopefully short and sweet. Oh, I'm getting a call. I don't know if it's going to cause the video to cut out. All right, sorry about that, guys. I just ended the video and started it back up because I didn't know if that call was gonna create a pause in the video, but I don't like when that happens when I'm recording and somebody tries calling, and it was spam, of course, which I always get, scam or spam or whatever. So many spam calls. But anyway, I cast this one on last night and didn't finish it yet because I wanted to show you guys on camera how to do that center double decrease there that I did in my tutorial. So we're going to go ahead and just start knitting across to the center. I always slip that first stitch because that creates a nice V that you can pick up stitches easier with. And like I said, I do have a tutorial for this mitered square blanket, so I'm not going to go into much more details on it because I want this video to be more about just doing that center decrease and showing you the differences with those. So we're just about to the center. It's going to be, oh, and the other thing about that is the decreases on this one are decreased on 3 center stitches. So there's 3 stitches in the middle that we use to decrease on the way I do it, which means your beginning cast on is an odd number because you're decreasing the 3 center stitches. Now when you do the decreases as are called for in her pattern that she was asking about, you cast on an even number because the decreases are done over 4 stitches in the center, so that's like an even number. So your cast on stitches are even for this decrease. Your cast on stitches for this decrease are an odd number. So this is the 3 center stitches. You slip 2 as if to knit. You knit the next stitch. And then you take those 2 slip stitches and pass them over the stitch that you just knit. And that creates a center double decrease, and you can see that spine going up and just the one single V that you can see in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead, knit all the way across on this one, turn it around, knit back, and then the next right side row, I'm actually going to show you how to do this decrease. And I'm just going to end up frogging this one later anyway because it's going to have 2 different types of decreases on it. But I'll be back, guys. Okay, so I knit across the back and now I'm on the right side row again. And as I was doing that, I was thinking about what I told you because this square has an odd number of stitches, right? So the center decrease is on 3 stitches, those 3 center stitches. So that means when I show you guys how to do this, it's going to be off-centered a little bit because I don't have the 4 center stitches, but I'm going to just show you anyway. So her pattern will pretend this is the center, these 4 stitches instead of these 3 stitches. So on her pattern, she said that the center spine says to knit 2 together, which we're going to do. Knit 2 together. And then it said to slip, slip, knit. So as you can see, this is the center decrease that would be on this one, creating the wide center spine. So both of these stitches are decreased, whereas when I did it before, it was just this 1 center stitch. And as you can see, it's already widened it by double. I'm going to go back, I'm going to frog, or not frog, I'm going to tink back, take out what I just did. Everything's twisted. Oh, you know what? That was a slip knit. It wasn't, okay. Guys. It was a slip knit, so I'm gonna have to just undo that and fix it. There we go. Not as easy to tink back on a slip knit. Now this one was the knit two together. I'm gonna just go in like this to undo it. And we're back to where we started. I'm gonna show you that previous decrease, that previous center decrease that I did first over the 3 stitches, which means we need to knit one more because there were 4 there. Now to do that center decrease the way I do it on this blanket, slip 2 together. This stitch is twisted, so I'm going to knit it through the back, but you would normally knit it normal. You would knit that stitch and then take these 2 stitches that you just slipped and pass them over that knit stitch. And once again, you can see that we're creating that thin single spine. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you just on the next 4 stitches. The one that she has says knit 2 together. I'm struggling this morning, guys. And if you saw in the beginning when I actually showed my face, my eyes are just dry and itchy right now. The allergies are so bad. I was watching the replay of it and it looked like I'd been crying or something, but don't worry guys, I haven't been crying. I just have real dry, itchy eyes right now. Okay, so we just knit those 2 together and then we're gonna slip, slip, knit. And that creates the other type of double decrease to get this. One more time, guys, since I was talking during that one. We're going to knit these 2 together. And then I'll do this slower because I don't know if everybody's done slip knit before, but when you slip knit, you slip them separately as if to knit. Slip, slip, then you take your left needle back in through both. Can you tell I'm struggling? Take them back in through both, and then you basically knit them together. And there you have it, guys. I hope that that helps. So you can see the difference between doing it this way, which is slipping 2 together, knitting the next stitch, and then passing the slip stitches over, and doing it this way, where you knit 2 together, and then you slip knit. So there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I apologize for being a bit under the weather today. I know I've got a frog in my throat as well as the dry, itchy eyes, but hopefully I'll be feeling better when I come back and do my next video. And if you're not subscribed, feel free to subscribe. I do tutorials like this as well as a vlog series, and I usually try to get my vlogs up every week. Sometimes I don't make it, but I share a little bit of my day-to-day life and what it's like living here in Vegas. And I've got a little doggy that I share sometimes, and my coffee or whatever else I'm doing. But feel free to follow, guys. And like I said, I will link to the full tutorial on how to make this mitered square blanket down below in the description. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you again in the next video. Bye.